unit or the area that I'm leading now, which is the business development unit, which is focused on new clients and new revenue. In a nutshell, what we do is outstaffing and nearshoring of IT people. So in what concerns international companies, we do help international companies to opening their tech hubs in Lisbon or in Portugal, and they do ramp up their operations through KWAN on an outstaffing mode. And then we always give the opportunity to our clients to direct hire those people that they do see that are netted value to their operation. So in a nutshell, it's what we do. I'm married. I have 2 kids, Matilde with 8 years old and Miguel with 5 years old. They are a pain in the ass, but they are also the best thing I have in life. Thanks for the opportunity. It's a pleasure to be here. The idea for today is to share how we can help Belgian companies succeed in Portugal. I would like to show my appreciation specifically to Kathleen and for the Chamber's proactive spirit. It will not be a sales pitch. It will be a partnership conversation, I would say. Are you able to see my screen? Okay, good. So I would like you to take on a short journey, starting by who we are, how we build trust, why Portugal as a destination, and how we can create value together. I will start by who we are and why do I think we are different and we are doing the things on a different way than the others. As I said before, what we do, it's simple. We do help international clients grow with top tech talent from Portugal. Our model is built on top of 3 main pillars. Talent discovery, basically we do source and vet top engineers here in Portugal. There's a cultural match. We do select profiles that truly fit the client's ways of working. So the cultural aspect, it's very important for us. No matter the client decides to move abroad to Portugal or only, let's say, scale their teams through Portugal. The 2 models are very common here. So the client, for example, a Belgian client can decide to open a tech hub in Lisbon, or they will just say, no, I don't want to have a legal entity. I don't want to have any physical location in Portugal. I just want to use you to help me scaling my tech teams working through Portugal. They can come time to time to Brussels, but all the ownership is on your side. These are 2 models that we do have in place. We basically build teams. We do not just fill roles. So it's not like just sharing CVs or sending CVs and sending people. We try to accommodate all the needs from the client and align with their cultural needs and aspects. Here you can see, let's say, the main profiles that we do hire. From a total head count of 350 people, I would say that 300 and something are billables, are active consultants working in our clients. From those, 80% are software engineers, no matter the tech stack they are using, no matter the frameworks they are using. 10% are profiles like DevOps and quality assurance guys. And then we have also the more, let's say, hot profiles as machine learning engineers, MLOps, data engineers, AI engineers, which is very, very hot as of today. And then we have more functional profiles like business analysts, Scrum Masters, and project management. We are also a ISO certified company. In fact, we have 2, the 27001 and the 27701. I will reach that point a little bit further. Some of our key figures. So we are doing this for more than 10 years already. We do belong to a group called Rupial, which is basically a guy that was a software engineer that decided to create his own company. That's how we started. And then KWAN was the brand only for the outstaffing and nearshoring business. And there was another brand which was called Invoice Express, which was a product with his own engineering team, sales team, and support. That was one of the main SaaS products for billing and invoicing here in Portugal. It did an exit like 1.5 years ago, and the product was bought by Visma, a Norwegian company. So as of today, we still belong to Rupial Group, but the Rupial Group, it's basically only KWAN, okay? Just for you to have that understanding. As you can see, over the last 4 years, we are growing in revenue, we are growing net count, we are reducing our employee turnover, which is a huge milestone. And this is due mainly to one of the three main working towers that we do have in place, which is called the People Experience Partners. Those people are only focused on taking care of our people, our KWANers, throughout the journey from day zero till the end of their journey here at KWAN. Any pain, any doubt that they do have, it's basically almost a buddy system. So every consultant has their own, let's say, PEP, People Experience Partner, in place, and those guys are fully working on retention. This is a main criteria here in this market, in the IT market, is retention. Every client will complain about retention, okay? In terms of trust and responsibility, what I would like to say here to you guys is, when you recommend KWAN, if you recommend KWAN, you are recommending a fully compliant and secure partner, okay? As I told you before, we have 2 certifications. We have a designated DPO in place. And honestly, I do believe that trust is built on compliance, and that is one of our foundations. So anything that concerns security access, data breaches, we are fully compliant with that. We do guarantee with our clients that we have everything in place. And also, and not also very important in terms of what we do besides the business. So beyond business, we also stand for purpose. We have a KWAN for Hope. It's kind of foundation. It's not a foundation. It's more an initiative. And basically, we do invest in people and communities. As you can see, we have delivered more than 7 local initiatives in Lisbon, Porto, and Braga. By the way, our headquarters are based in Lisbon, but we do have a co-working space in Porto. And our operations team, 50 people. From those, I would say that 50% are based in Lisbon and 50% are based in Porto. So we do cover mainly the entire country. We have supported a new school that was built in Kenya. We have mobilized almost 30K in donations, and we have engaged with more than 90 KWAN volunteers throughout this year. In a statement, if I could summarize this in a statement, I would say that when companies or when clients are recommending KWAN, they are also endorsing a responsible brand. That's what I would like to say, because we do care about the business, but our business is people, so we need to care about people. Why Portugal? Well, I think it's not something new anymore, but Portugal is Europe's nearshoring sweet spot. There's a unique balance between talent, culture, and stability. We do rank among the top European countries for English proficiency. We have more than 10,000 new engineers being graduating per year in top universities based in Lisbon, Porto, Aveiro, Minho. And as you can see, these already cover almost the entire country, so from south till north. We have a highly competitive cost to quality ratio, for sure. Political and economic stability. We also have strikes time to time, but we can't say that we are a political and economic stable country. And of course, the compatible time zone with Brussels. So we are, if I'm not mistaken, 2 hours by flight. It's very close by. The thing that I would like you guys to take from here is, Portugal isn't just cheaper; it's a smarter move. Okay, so companies that do decide to move abroad to Portugal and to establish their tech hubs here in Portugal, they are thinking smarter. They are not just thinking about pricing. Okay. Here I also highlight what are the main differences between 2 engagement models, and we only work on one, which is the try and hire. So this is how I try to convince companies that establishing your own operation in Portugal, not knowing the market, not knowing everybody, not knowing who to hire, avoiding to have higher costs in establishing an HR department, a talent acquisition department, people and cultural department. You can always start your business through a company partner like KWAN. I do split here mainly 3 categories: operational and strategic fit, governance and compliance, talent quality and retention, and transition path. So I do highlight what are the main differences in between 2 models. The direct hire, basically, it's a company that decides to establish in Portugal and do all the hires by themselves, and do grow their payroll. The alternative that we do have here is we'll do the job for you. You'll have your time to grow your company. You have your time to establish your legal entity. You have your time to know the market. You have the time and the opportunity to try people, to try the consultants, the engineers that we do have in our payroll. And when you decide that the moment comes to let's say start going your own operation, increasing your payroll, that transition, that in-house transition is also possible in the agreement that we do have with our clients. Partnership with the chamber. Why is this important for us, and why do I think this is important for you as well? From my point of view, this partnership is designed to make the chamber part of every success story that we may have here in KWAN. I hope that this will facilitate strategic partnerships and provides, of course, a local network. It will ensure for sure smoother business transitions. We do have some examples already to share. These were not, let's say, they did not came to us through the chamber, but they were inbound leads. But I hope that we can also try to do this through you guys. The idea is to, as I said before, turn these opportunities into shared successes. Okay. And by sorry, it's moved too fast. And by shared successes, for me, this needs to be a win-win situation. Okay. So my idea is the chamber to connect Belgian companies interested to move to Portugal, moving to Portugal, or to have the tech teams in Portugal. We do support in terms of business analysis and implementation, and then the chamber earns a success fee for each successful case. That's my view of the thing. Okay, and now it's a sales pitch. I was saying that it was not going to be a sales pitch, but this part is a sales pitch for sure. In terms of results, I do present here three examples. Two are Belgian companies, Fluxys and Enesa, and one it's a Finnish one. So basically, I will take the example of Fluxys. Fluxys was also an inbound lead. They came to us with the idea of establishing their digital hub in Portugal. This was like 2 years ago. I stayed there 1.5 years, but it was already 2 years ago. And their goal was, or their idea was, to do it through direct placement. So basically, not to have a partner for scaling the teams through outsourcing, but I want you guys to find the people, then I will just pay the hiring fee, and the people will be immediately in our payroll. They were in doubt between Valencia and Lisbon. I had a lunch with their representative in Lisbon, and as you know, here in Portugal, we also do business through lunches and dinners. And after 3 months, she decided that the best option will be to establish the operation in Lisbon. And they changed their mind in terms of the kind of model they would like to start with. And they decided to start through outsourcing. And then when the moment comes, they would like to directly hire the people. Since the moment we started, they already hired like 30 people through us, 30. And from those, 20 at least were already internalized by Fluxys with a success rate of 100%. Because we also have the clients when the moment comes of when the in-house transition moment comes, we also support our clients in, okay, this is the kind of salary package that you should take into account. This is what the people here in Portugal are used to. You may have your models back in Brussels, but here it works this way. So it doesn't need to be followed like mandatory, but we do support in that transition as well, which is very important for our clients, especially, as I said before, when they are not used to and when they do not know the markets as good as we know. In a nutshell, I tried to show you who we are, what client can get from the partnership with KWAN, that we are also a company transition ready. We do take care of things such as CSR and compliance. It's very important for us. We have a department fully dedicated to that. We are very flexible, and we do believe that relationships should be built on top of trust. That's our main criteria here to grow and to make the things happen. Our goal is simple. I would like to help you help others succeed also. So in case you know companies in Belgium, in Brussels, that would like to make this transition, or would like to know more about how they can get their teams or IT teams working through Portugal, KWAN can be an entry point here for sure. And now I would like to dedicate time to any questions that you might have on your side, and appreciate your time.
Excellent presentation, thank you. João André, I know you need to leave early. I don't know if you have questions or comments.
I really need to leave now, and I apologize. Thank you for the presentation. Vasco, I believe we'll talk afterwards. There was,
I need to reply your email, man. Sorry, I didn't have the time yet, but I will for sure.
No worries. But I apologize. I really do need to leave now for another meeting. It was a very interesting presentation. I do believe there are things that we can do here together. Obviously, we are competing in some fields as well, but in the end, we are all promoting Portugal as a destination country for IT. And the more we are, the stronger we'll be, the easier our message will pass. I think that there is potential here for us to do something together, but we'll eventually discuss this afterwards. Thank you again for the presentation, and
sure, thank you.
From our side, I remain available for anything that you guys may need. And I apologize, but I do need to leave. Sorry.
Have a nice day.
That's fine. That's fine.
Bye.
Bye. I have a question, Vasco. When you say that you are in 10 countries, what does that mean? You have a representative, or
no? We have clients in 10 countries.
10 countries.
You have clients in 10. Okay.
It's not
all
one
these
that's
clients?
present in 10 countries. Yeah.
Okay. And these clients that you have, in every case, it's companies that are foreign companies, international companies, and that either decided to relocate to Lisbon or to open a hub in Lisbon or Portugal, and that you have basically
supported
given
in that transition.
Supported in that transition. So that means as well that do you have in your team, in your 350 staff, people who speak other languages than Portuguese and English? Do you have a wide variety of?
I would say that, well, Portuguese, English, French, Spanish, Arabic as well. We have people from North Africa, because we do have a lot of French clients and French companies that already have tech hubs here in Portugal. And some of them requires French fluency. So when we need French fluent people, it's not easy to hire a French guy from France to be working in Portugal. And I would say that our main target there, or main market there, will be Northern Africa. We have very good experience with them, and yeah, in terms of languages, I would say Portuguese, English, and French. But even if we have cases where the client requires someone with a certain specification or certification or a language skill, we do source those people, and basically we will hire those people.
Okay.
I think it's also important to state that those, since you mentioned the international clients, the majority of them, we started the relationship through outbound. So we were just basically doing business development, trying to outreach more and more clients. And in such a day, they decided to reply, and the relation started from there. We do have a few that are coming from inbound leads through our marketing department. Fluxis is one of the examples. Until today, we do not have any client or partnership that that started through a partnership with a Chamber of Commerce. But we know that those happen as well.
Yeah. Do you see in your clients some of them who went to other markets, for example, Northern Africa or Eastern Europe, and that weren't happy with some things and then decided to try Portugal?
Yeah, more Eastern Europe, mainly because of geopolitical aspects. There are a lot of clients that are now moving their operations from places like, of course, Ukraine, or even Serbia or Romania. Back in the days, those were there was an advantage for those places, mainly due to pricing, and as of today, it's not as it was before. So I would say that it's not that much competitive as it was before, and for sure the political stability and the geopolitical situation, it's also a criteria for the clients to decide to move their operations from Eastern Europe to through this side of the continent. Sorry.
Yes, interesting. I guess that a country like Ukraine, for example,
Yeah,
maybe some companies relocated from there to Portugal, and can we say that?
And in terms of manpower, they have very good engineers, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I hear. Yeah.
Yeah, and some of them they also moved to locations such as Portugal or Spain, and they are still working for the same clients they were working before, but now they are working from a different location. Yeah. But for new hires, those clients will stop hiring on the eastern side, and they will start hiring on this side for sure.
Yeah. And can we say that we're still competitive thanks to our low salary rates and also high education level?
Yeah. For sure, high education, top universities, English proficiency, and costs, of course. For you to have an idea, I think it's important to establish here a kind of a range. But for a senior software engineer working in Brussels and the same guy working in Lisbon, we may be talking about between 30 to 50% less in cost.
That's important.
Yeah, I decided not to share in this presentation any rates ranges for the services, but I can assure you that this is the case.
Yeah. So that makes a big difference.
Yeah. For example, the Fluxys case was not only their decision was not only based on cost. Also, it has its important weight as well in the decision. The main criteria for them was lack of people. So they were lacking manpower. They were lacking good engineers in Brussels because the majority of them always want to work as a freelancer or as a contractor, and they wanted to have people in their payroll, and there were no more people that they would be able to hire. So they decided to, okay, let's open a hub here in Lisbon. They don't discuss, frankly speaking, we don't discuss rates. It's basically, okay, this is the rate that I will share with you based on this profile, and for them it's fine. So clearly it was not a thing of aiming only for the cost. It was because they were lacking people. If it will be cheaper, I don't like to use the word cheaper, but if it will be cheaper, fine. But we are looking for very good engineers, and I would say that they find them here.
But I'm starting to hear that even in Portugal, we're now finding it increasingly difficult to recruit people.
Yeah, because there's a flow, you know. We still can hire very good Portuguese engineers here in Portugal, but the majority of them are already working for big companies that can be established here in Portugal or not. But companies such as I showed before, BMW, Mercedes, Microsoft, Revolut, they start their operations here in Portugal, and they kind of, I will not say they crash the market, but they have financial conditions that they can hire wherever they want, right? So what we did also was, well, and this one was also a win-win situation. We decided to open our eyes in the frontiers with, for example, Latin America. We have Brazil. So in terms of cultural fit, there's almost around 100% cultural fit between Brazilian people and Portuguese people. We do take care of all the relocation process. We do take care of all the visa process. If they want to move to Portugal, we will bring them. If they want to still be working from there, they can, because we also have clients in the US and the time zone will be okay. So the one of the ways we find to, let's say, compete with that let's say flow was, okay, for a Brazilian guy to move abroad to Portugal, it's still for us, it's still less cost, it's still more cheap than try to hire a highly proficient Portuguese engineer with 10 years of experience here, because those guys are already in the A League, working for the big companies that open their hubs here. But in a certain moment of time, they were working to KWAN, and then they decided to make the shift. It's part of the process. It's part of the flow. So yeah, it's tough. It's tough to find people, but well, as the numbers show, we are able to succeed in this market, in a very competitive.
So this is something that you have already internalized, I guess, in your strategy.
Yeah, we must do.
Yeah.
We do hire people, for example, we do hire people proactively, even without the project. This works, we work through projects, right? We have clients have projects, projects need people, we do assign people to projects. When we are interviewing someone that we see that will be an added value, even if we don't have any project in mind for that person, we'll hire that person anyway. So this way, we always have people on the bench. When clients need people immediately, we have people immediately available. For you to have an idea, we have currently a pipeline of 20 to 30 people coming from Latin America to Portugal. They will not come everybody in the same moment of time, but the visa process, it's ongoing. Yesterday, 3 or 4 visas were released, so they are already arranging the things to move to Portugal. We need to act fast. We need to have processes in place, for sure.
Very good. Would you consider expanding to other sectors?
Honestly, no.
Okay.
We have a very clear roadmap, which is called Road to Mars. We would like to reach a net count of 500 active consultants till the end of 2026. It will be hard to reach that number. We are currently with 305, more or less. So we have one year to hire additional 200 people. So the delta must be plus 200. And when I say the delta, it's because you always have people leaving and people coming in.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's very hard to have a delta of plus 200 in 1 year, but we are aiming to.
Good. There is one last question that I had. Sorry. Can you also provide services from Portugal to companies here? Would this be a possibility?
Yeah. That's what I said. It's one of the models. So you as a client, you can decide to, one, I want to open my tech hub back in Portugal. So I want to have my legal entity. I want to have my own office, and I will grow the team from there. And to do so, and for the ramp up to be easier and smoother, I will use an external partner such as KWAN to hire those people and to scale my tech teams, and then I can move them to my payroll when I want. This is one model. The other model is, okay, for example, I've mentioned Fluxes and Futurists, the Belgian company and the Finnish company. fisheries, they don't have a legal entity in Portugal. They don't have a branch in Portugal. They are coming here every month because they like to, and we have more than 30 people working from here. But they don't have any operations here in Portugal. They have people working in Portugal, some of them through KWAN, and some of them are already working directly to them.
Okay. Okay, so that expands as well the possibilities.
Yeah, and even for example, in case it's needed for them to, I don't know, take a flight and come here to Brussels and to stay here 1 week, yeah, it's possible.
Yeah,
we do that.
Okay, I don't know if anyone else has a comment or a question or something. Yes, great.
Sim, obrigada pela apresentação, muito interessante. Posso fazer a pergunta em português, por favor?
Claro que sim.
Eu depois traduzo para a Filipe.
Como sou professora, tenho um interesse particular no ensino, não? E como funciona em Portugal. Eu sei que, bem, há bons engenheiros técnicos em Portugal, mas o governo investe de uma maneira no ensino técnico superior ou tem campanhas para dirigir jovens mais aos estudos técnicos.
Bom, eu acho, eu vou dar. Should I reply in Portuguese or in English?
É igual.
Então vou responder em português só para mantermos aqui o mesmo tom. Eu sou suspeito porque eu sou um ativo defensor do ensino público e como sou um ativo defensor do serviço de saúde público. A minha mãe é professora secundária, ou foi professora secundária durante 40 e tal anos na mesma escola e portanto eu acredito muito no ensino público. Eu estudei sempre no ensino público, mesmo a título universitário, e eu acredito mesmo que o Estado faz um muito bom trabalho a esse nível. Okay? Acredito. Por exemplo, nós, na minha altura, e acho que não deve ter mudado muito, as propinas eram 1000 euros por ano, se eu não estou em erro. Portanto, uma pessoa paga 1000 euros por ano, que sejam 5000 ao longo do curso todo, se o curso for de 5 anos, para obter uma graduação, uma certificação de mestre, de mestrado, não é? Portanto, 3 anos de licenciatura e 2 anos de mestrado. 5000 euros é um valor irrisório, do meu ponto de vista. Portanto, o Estado, nós darmos ao Estado 5000 euros por um mestrado e uma licenciatura, acho que é um investimento. Eu não estou a dizer que não custa a muita gente, custa, eu sei disso, mas 1000 euros por ano acho que é um valor relativamente baixo. E a qualidade do ensino sempre foi, do meu ponto de vista, muito boa. Quer num nível mais baixo, primário, básico, secundário, quer ao nível universitário. Portanto, a esse nível, eu vou dizer que sim, eu acredito e acho que deve continuar a haver um grande apoio estatal a esse nível. Agora, o que é que acontece depois na prática? O que acontece na prática é que nós, e vou-me focar aqui mais na componente de engenharia, mas poderíamos focar também na área da saúde, por exemplo, enfermagem. Mas nós formamos muito bons profissionais, que se calhar ainda numa fase precoce da sua carreira se veem obrigados a emigrar. Porque aquilo que são as condições, e aqui refiro-me a condições salariais que as pessoas vão obter em Portugal, não condizem com aquilo que a pessoa acha ou que deve ser a sua remuneração face também àquilo que são os custos de vida em Portugal. Eu acabei o ensino universitário com 24 anos, portanto fiz 6 anos no técnico, e até aos 30 fiquei a viver na casa dos meus pais. Por acaso eu passava muito tempo fora, portanto eu passava 7 ou 8 meses por ano fora, em trabalho, mas até aos 30 eu vivi na casa dos meus pais. E aqui é o normal. Porque, na verdade, eu não iria ter condições financeiras suficientes e necessárias para comprar, ou eventualmente, para comprar não teria de certeza a minha casa. Para arrendar, talvez, mas mesmo ao dia de hoje acho que está praticamente proibitivo. Portanto, sem perder muito aqui na resposta e tentando ser assertivo, sim, eu acredito que o governo e o Estado apoia aquilo que é o ensino em Portugal. Depois, o aproveitamento que o Estado faz dessas pessoas altamente qualificadas, isso já é outra conversa.
Claro, sim, sim. Obrigada. É muito interessante. É só que eu também acredito muito no ensino público, é só que cá na Flandres, o ensino de línguas estrangeiras, o governo flamengo está a cortar muito, muito, muito imenso, que eu, sem querer, perdi o meu emprego no ensino público. Com tantos outros colegas, é uma pena enorme, não só para nós, mas também para o futuro, a futura geração, e também a perda de um conhecimento massivo de línguas estrangeiras. E é por isso que sempre tenho interesse em como funciona o ensino público em outros países, porque é um pilar, não? Da sociedade é um pilar. Por
Nós
isso,
aqui, só para terminar, nós aqui, na verdade, o que temos mais é falta de professores. Portanto,
Como por todo lado. Como por
Ok,
todo lado. E os que temos
Obrigada.
são os que já estão fartos,
exato.
Exato.
infelizmente. Ok. Sofia, quer dizer alguma coisa?
Eu acho que foi a apresentação do Vasco foi excelente, foi fantástica e, portanto, acho que foi clarificadora. Eu achei muito interessante e também o programa que vocês fazem, eu até tinha tirado notas, o facto de porem em contacto diferentes profissionais a desenvolver apetências e capacidades em diferentes lados para desenvolver projetos conjuntos. E suscitou-me alguma dúvida no procedimento. Como é que trabalham essas sinergias conjuntas na agregação de valor e no resultado final, para no final, não é? A empresa que vos contrata, imaginem, a Caixa Geral de Depósitos recorre a vós para desenvolver um projeto na área do IT, com vista a trabalhar um mercado local, não é? Por exemplo, aqui na Bélgica, nós temos o escritório de representação. Como é que se agregam essas energias vindas de Portugal, congregadas também cá fora, porque põem estes diferentes profissionais a trabalhar em conjunto, é isso? Se bem que percebi, Vasco.
Sim, eu aqui vou
Como é
só
que
clarificar.
operacionalizam? Como é que começa o contacto efetivo e como é que depois ele é desenvolvido ao mais alto nível dentro da estrutura que vos contrata para o trabalho? Como é que isso
Certo,
aconteceria?
certo. Aqui, eu só quero fazer uma clarificação prévia, que
Sorry
é,
for
yeah, we mentioned to English, so I just need to make a short
yeah,
clarification.
it's better in English.
What we do deliver people.
Yes.
We don't people as a service. We don't deliver projects.
Yes,
Okay,
that's
this is clear. So
yeah.
if you'd like to, for example, I don't know, I'll just give an example. You have a product inside Caixa, and you'd
Yeah.
like to outsource the backend development side of the thing.
Okay.
KWAN will not compete to that project in order to, I don't know, to have SLAs, to deliver the project. No, what we do is we scale a team, your team of software engineers to development the backend side of the thing. But
Okay.
all the project management and the management of the people that are working closely with you, the ownership is on your side. What we do is we do act as a third party, let's say, basically the middleman. And also an important remark, you are also accountable on the hiring process. So you are also an involved part in choosing and hiring the people that you would like to be working with you. So basically we do the first sourcing and filtering. We say based on the job specs that you do share with us and the requirements that we do have, we say, okay, now we have we have all we need to make our sourcing. We will propose you like 3 or 4 profiles for you to assess. Then you will have your own hiring or interview process that will be maybe 1 or 2 stages, doesn't matter. And then you decide, okay, I want to move forward these people in my team, or I want to exclude this one and I want to see another one. Okay. As soon as we do that, and assuming that you do choose to hire that people, there's where the people experience partner, let's say, role will be important, because that person will be always the middleman in between the relationship with the client and with the consultant that is working closely with the client. Of course, the business, the business side of the thing, or we call it the account manager, will be responsible to directly communicate with you as the client.
Yeah.
And so any I don't know, any fine tune that may be needed in terms of what the people is doing, the deliverables that people is delivering to you, that will be your main interface, KWAN's interface. And then we do interact with the people experience partner and with the consultant in order to accommodate all the needs and to reach out to success, let's say.
By reports. Reports and okay.
Yeah. So it's something that I understand your question. Like, it's something that we need. Yeah, we don't know if we have more people working already in a specific project or with a specific client. We already know how the client works, how the client culture is, what they are expecting to. But when we are starting something from scratch, a relationship from scratch, basically we need to assess. We have follow-up moments, like every week we are talking with the client and with the consultant. Then we move. Of course, I didn't want to share that because that will be massive information, but we have a very strict agenda in terms of moments and follow-up moments that we do have with clients and with the consultants, in order to guarantee that there are no orange or red flags, and we act fast. Something important, and this is a comparison that I always share. I was doing the exact same business in my previous company, and when I moved to KWAN, my first feeling was people here have way more problems that they had in my previous company. And then after a certain time, I realized that there were no more problems. I was aware of those problems way before they become huge problems, because since we have those follow-up moments with the people, I was more, let's say, I was sooner aware of the issues that were happening in a specific project with a specific client, with a specific consultant. And in my previous company, when I was aware of those problems, it was when I was receiving the resigning letter from the consultant.
Yeah, understand. Yeah, thank you, Vasco. Yeah, it's just to understand how we can
how the workflow works.
Yeah. Thank you.
Great. Philippe, you have anything to add?
No, actually, it was crystal clear, indeed. And I think, indeed, that when it comes to tech, today is definitely Portugal is really on the right trend. And there's a huge opportunity for Portugal. Indeed, as you mentioned Eastern Europe. And people are coming back from actually those countries. And if I'm not too inquisitive, what about India? Do you have issues with India or not at all?
Not at all.
I would not call it issues. We can't compete with India, because companies that do work with India, they are taking that decision purely on cost level, for sure.
Yeah, indeed.
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't want to compete in cost. I don't want. So
no,
this
quality
is
always pays.
Yeah. If you want a certain type of quality and deliverables, this is what I can guarantee you. This is what I can assure you. This is what I can commit to, or commit with. So yeah, I don't have issues with India, because I can compete in that market, for sure.
Yes.
No, and I think that companies are coming back to quality. Cost cutting was definitely an issue, but after all, the bottom line is that it's not always actually a good solution. And so that's why I think that Portugal is the right balance between cost and quality.
Yeah.
I think Vasco mentioned something that is becoming more and more important, is also the cultural aspect, and
Indeed.
the fact that we have a more or less common European understanding of things. And another thing that by hearing Vasco talk also comes up to my mind, and that many people that are not Portuguese tell me, is how amazed they are about the level of English that Portuguese people have. And this is, I believe, also something that plays an important part compared to many other countries, even European, where the level of English is not as good. So
even in domains or markets such as tourism, you see that on the streets. We do have a word here in Portugal, which is desenrascar. So basically, it's
se débrouiller.
there's no, yeah, se débrouiller. And in English, we can say like pull the MacGyver out. So it's basically, yeah, you have an issue, just find a solution for that. So
Yeah.
even on the streets, when you see a foreigner asking for directions, for example, even if the Portuguese guy will not know how to properly speak in English or in French, it doesn't matter. He will find a way to show that guy the direction. This will be for sure. And in school,
Arriving at the end of the mission.
English. Yeah, we do learn. Well, at least myself, I learned French as well. Still, it's coming back to the public education. I think we still have, I don't know, German or Spanish as option. At least in the past we had. But yeah, tourism also help us a lot to develop our communication skills. Portugal and specifically Lisbon, we do invest a lot in tourism. Well, it's one of our main income streams, let's say. So yeah, we try to migrate these skills also to other levels such as engineering and IT development and so on.
Well, thanks a lot. Thank you all for being here. David, I don't know, sorry, I didn't even ask you, David, if you
It's
want to
fine.
share something.
Thank you so much. I also appreciate Vasco for having agreed to do this presentation to us. It was very informative. It really shows the future of the tech industry, specifically here in Portugal. That it's already getting more and more as, like you said, a technological hub. You can already see it as well with initiatives and fairs like the Web Summit that has been hosted here in Lisbon for a few years now. I think, yeah, I think it's a very nice job that you're doing there at KWAN, promoting the place and eventually putting in contact companies and experts in the area. So amazing job for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Thanks, David.
Thank
I
you.
also share the presentation with you guys. So if you
Thank you.
decide to
Can we share
distribute
it?
or to reach,
Yeah,
of course,
Excellent.
you should. That's
Yeah.
the idea.
The meeting has also been recorded, and we're going to make it
Great.
available not only to the members that signed up for this event and sadly enough could not show up, but we're also going to make it available on YouTube and link it to social media.
Okay, perfect. Thanks, David.
Of course.
Okay, thanks a lot. Thank
Thank
you,
you a
Vasco.
lot.
And
Thank you so much.
we'll be in touch very soon. I will be in
Thank you.
Lisbon for the Web Summit, so I will
I'll see you
probably
there.
see you. Take care then.
Bye.
Bye,
Have a
everyone.
nice day.
Ciao. Take care. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Adeus,